Did you know that before Queen Elizabeth II became the monarch of England, there was a woman who sat on the throne of Delhi much earlier than her? Her name was Razia Sultan, and she was the first female monarch of India. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today we will tell you all about her as we unfold the mystery of who was Razia Sultan. What did she do and why is she important? Make sure to watch until the end to find out. And don't forget to subscribe for more such amazing stories. Razia Sultan was born in 1198 AD into the slave dynasty of Delhi. Her father, Iltutmish, was the second ruler of the dynasty after its founder, Qutb-al-Din Aibak. When Iltutmish came to power, he took the title of the Sultan of Delhi and laid the foundation of the city, which would become the new capital of the slave dynasty. He ruled from 1210 to 1236, and during his reign, he expanded the kingdom and strengthened its economy and military. However, when he died, his son, Rukn al-Din Firuz Shah, succeeded him, but not without some opposition. Apparently, he wasn't the only one who had the claim over the throne. It is said that Iltutmish designated his daughter as his heir, but this went against the traditions of the time. Even though women could play the role of a regent during the times of the Ghazni Empire and the Delhi Sultanate, they were never designated as the heirs apparent, so the courtiers and nobles were not happy with the prospect of a woman becoming the next sultan. When Firuz Shah ascended the throne, he was just 18 years old and inexperienced in governance. Perhaps realizing this, or maybe because of the pressure from the courtiers, he appointed his sister Razia as his regent, but it didn't last long. The power struggle between them led to a civil war which lasted for 7 long years. Eventually, Razia came out victorious and took the title of Razia Sultan Begum, meaning the Queen Regent, though historians debate whether she was ever called an emperor or if that was just a propaganda by her enemies. What is certain is that she got the title of Sultana, and she got it rightfully. After taking charge of the kingdom, Razia proved herself to be a capable administrator. She appointed competent ministers at influential positions and carried out administrative reforms that helped improve the revenue collection. While her brother lived in a palace in Lahore, Razia managed the affairs of the state from Delhi, but it didn't mean that her authority was undisputed. She had to constantly prove herself and her capabilities. During her reign, she faced many revolts from neighboring kingdoms, but she put them down with her military prowess. According to the accounts of the chroniclers, she displayed remarkable bravery on the battlefield, and her valor knew no bounds. There is a story that when she rode into battle, she used to wear armor made of teak wood instead of the usual iron, and the reason behind this was that she was too beautiful to hide under layers of metal, and she wanted to show off her beauty while fighting the battles. Isn't that amazing? But the people who criticized her for her choices never backed down. Some historians say that she was too influenced by her Turco-Afghan nobility and advisors, which alienated the Hindustani nobles. Hence, to gain their support, she married one of the most influential noble, Balban, a slave-turned-general. This marriage was a smart move because it gave her an upper hand in the kingdom. She also gave birth to a son, Nasiruddin Muhammad, who became a key figure in the later years of the Delhi Sultanate. And this victory was followed by another when she defeated the army of the Kingdom of Boya, which tried to take advantage of the internal conflict in Delhi and capture the throne. But how long can you keep pleasing everyone? Slowly, she started losing the support of the nobles who once backed her. It is said that her overconfidence and arrogance became her undoing. She levied heavy taxes on the nobles, which resulted in insurrections. Chroniclers say that her greed knew no bounds, and she wanted to amass so much wealth that she even taxed the kites flown during the kite festival. To add to this, she annoyed the religious leaders by levying jizya tax on them, which was previously exempted. Besides this, she was also fond of luxury and opulence, and she flaunted it shamelessly. Her critics said that she threw lavish parties that cost the kingdom dearly. All these decisions proved to be detrimental to her as they turned the people of Delhi against her. To make matters worse, in 1237, her father-in-law and the governor of Lahore died, following which the nobles in her court started demanding that she must return the kingdom to her brother. But she refused, which left her with no option. The disgruntled nobles rebelled against her and imprisoned her in Delhi's citadel. It is said that her own brother-in-law, Malik al-Din, betrayed her and played a key role in her imprisonment. According to the accounts of the chronicler, he came to her in disguise and gave her a drink laced with a sleeping potion, after which her loyal guards were replaced with Malik's men and she was put under arrest. In prison, she was stripped of her royal garments and ornaments and dressed up like a commoner. Her sons were killed in front of her, and her husband, Sultan Balban, was exiled. As she watched her sons being put to death, she lamented, "Alas, the fruits of sin are sweet, but short-lived." Soon after this, she was paraded through the streets of Delhi while people hurled abuses and threw dirt on her. Finally, she was taken to the banks of Yamuna River and drowned. All this happened in 1240 AD, bringing an end to the reign of the first female monarch of India. But this doesn't mark the end of our story because there is more to it. After killing Razia, her brother Firoz Shah ascended the throne again and he ruled until 1266. In these 26 years of his rule, he launched several successful military expeditions and he also constructed several buildings, including the famous Qutb Minar. However, things changed when he fell ill. As Firoz Shah lay on his deathbed, he realized that he had made a grave mistake when he usurped the throne from his sister. He regretted his actions and confessed it in front of the assembled courtiers and nobles. He asked them to pardon his son, Nasiruddin, who was languishing in jail since his mother's death, and to put him on the throne. Following this, Nasiruddin became the new Sultan of Delhi. He reigned from 1266 to 1287, and during his rule, he focused on strengthening the Sultanate's ties with the Mongols. Though Razia Sultana's rule was short-lived, her impact was long-lasting. Her story is a testament to the fact that gender is just a social construct and does not define one's capability. Moreover, it proves that no matter how powerful a woman is, she always has to answer to patriarchy. In the case of Razia, the male courtiers and nobles felt threatened by her capabilities. Hence they hatched a conspiracy and put her to death. However, Razia's story is not well documented. Most of the accounts of her life and times were written by her contemporaries and successors, who clearly had a biased perspective of her rule. Their animosity towards her is evident in the way they described her, calling her names like the female Nero and Jezebel. Moreover, most of the historical records from this period are incomplete or have been lost over time. Hence, very little is known about her life. The popular belief that she was the first Muslim woman to rule an Indian state is also not true. Before her, there were other women like Queen Nur Jahan Begum of the Kingdom of Kashmir, who ruled from 1180 to 1198. However, Razia's story holds significance because she was the first woman to rule over a vast empire, like the Delhi Sultanate. So coming back to the question posed in the beginning, yes, Razia Sultana was an Indian monarch. She ruled the Delhi Sultanate from 1236 to 1240. She was known for her bravery, valor, and administrative skills, but was also criticized for her arrogance and extravagance. She was ultimately overthrown by her own brother and drowned in the Yamuna River in 1240. We hope you enjoyed the story of India's first female monarch. Do let us know in the comments section what you thought about it. We are eager to hear your feedback. Also, if you want to learn more about unsung heroes and heroines from history, then subscribe for more updates. Thanks for watching.